Wait, before you guys click off the video, I need to spit some straight facts and truth at you guys, okay? That dream that you guys had a few years ago, or maybe a few days ago, or maybe right now about getting on the water could be achieved. It absolutely can be achieved. And I'm going to teach you how in this video. Because realistically, if you guys cut the right expenses, you guys could be out on the water in maybe less than a year. This is exactly, guys, how I am going to save for my sailboat, a catamaran worth about $150,000. And this is an exact same strategy, can be rinsed and repeated for whatever boat you guys want and whatever financial situation you guys are in. The first thing you guys need to do is you guys need to go on Yacht World and maybe use ChatGPT as well, and maybe just look at on YouTube. Just research all the boats you can. For ChatGPT, just ask it to give you guys like 50 questions or 20 or 30 questions about questioning you about the boat lifestyle and telling you guys all the information you guys need. So for example, you could go to ChatGPT and say, write me a 20 question thing that has relatively easy questions deciding on what type of boat is right for me. And you answer all those questions. Maybe then after writing that, it says your right boat is a Seawind 1160, which was a boat I was looking at for a while actually. And then bam, you go on Yacht World, see how much they are. And then maybe you go on YouTube, watch a tour of it, search them up, see how they do, and then you do this and that, and you realize that boat's not for you, and then you rinse and repeat. Or maybe you find out that it is, and that boat's, I don't know how much they go for, let's say $180,000, okay? And you're like, great, that's the boat, that's the price. That's a bit unreasonable. Maybe the boat's even more unreasonably priced. Maybe the boat's like $250,000, which for some people is probably more than what they are currently paying for their apartment, or maybe even what they paid for their house. Well then guess what? You go to an AI and like ChatGPT and say, hey, the Seawind 1160 is like my perfect boat, but it's $250,000. Enter. It will spit back and tell you other boats that are very much so like the Seawind 1160, but different. That's just an example, but it's a very easy way to find the boat that you're looking for. Next up, guys, you want to create a deadline. So let's say you want to be out on the water in a week, but realistically, even if you had the boat tomorrow, how soon could you get everything ready to go out on the water? And that is why you need a deadline, because if you have the deadline set for a year from now, well then you need to get some stuff together, and you need to start like taking the necessary courses. You need to start researching the necessary things to get and bring on the boat. You guys need to start looking up all that stuff. And even if you have all that stuff ready, you are probably still not prepared with some hidden fees, which I did cover in this video. It's one of this size. It's a card. It'll be up on the left, and you guys will see it, and you guys will love it. It's a video, and I broke it all down, all the hidden fees that will most likely come when you go to buy a boat and you think it's $85,000 and it turns out to be like double that. Okay, great. So now we have a boat in mind, and we also have a relative price that we are saving for and a relative deadline, and with a list of a billion things along that you guys have to complete. Great. You're off to the same thing, same start, same spot I was at about a week ago, and I'm still at. Now I need you guys to answer a very simple question for me, okay? 1, do you have a job? That answer hopefully will be yes. If the answer is yes, great. You're already on the path that many people are to getting a boat. If your answer is no, well, that's me as well. I currently don't have a job. However, I am saving as much as I can of what I currently do have to go to the water. However, if you don't have a job currently, I do recommend you at least get one, even if it's not like a super involved one. Maybe a part-time job, so you can at least start gaining that cash. And next up is I want you to go through everything you spend your money on. That is not the bare essentials. And when I say bare essentials, I mean food. And no, I do not mean Burger King or dining out. I mean cooking your own food. Because guess what? You're going to have to live like you are on a boat before you get on a boat. Because it's a very different switch, and it's a relatively hard one. I'm not saying you have to get rid of everything immediately. I'm just saying you should start to live like you're on a boat. So for example, start cooking meals at home, because that will help you later down the line when you do get on a boat, and you will learn to cook your own food. Plus, it will save you a bunch of money here and then later. That's just a tip for life though. Next up, as I said before, go through everything that is not currently a necessity, okay? Internet, probably a necessity. You might want to keep that. But let's see about subscriptions, okay? Subscriptions may include things such as your music, or your YouTube Prime subscription, or your Disney Plus, or Netflix, or you get the point, all right? All your subscriptions. Go through one by one and think to yourself, is the amount I'm paying for this subscription, that money, is it better used on the subscription or going towards the boat? I'm not saying you have to drop everything. Just ask yourself that. Because realistically, you will probably not get rid of everything. I didn't get rid of everything. In fact, I still have many things. But go through everything and say, do I want this, or do I want the boating lifestyle and the sailing lifestyle? That's just a question you have to ask yourself. And that leads nicely into our next category, which is basically going through everything you have and deciding whether that's worth keeping over the sailing and boating lifestyle. Like, sell old things that you guys don't use. Remember, you're trying to downsize to live like you are already on a boat. If possible, maybe even sell your current living space or move out, and then you can live really condensed like you are already on a boat. And plus, you can use that money to go to the boat. Just think of it this way, guys. Every dollar that you guys use on something else, so for example, yes, that Starbucks coffee does look good, but you could brew your own at home for a lot less money. And you can't get Starbucks when you're out on the middle of the ocean. So is that $4 Starbucks coffee worth it? Or would those $4 better be used to going towards the boat? These are just a lot of things that a lot of people never think about, and all this money could be going towards the boat while it's currently basically sitting around or going to things that you really don't need. If possible, guys, even maybe do a few side hustles to earn extra cash, because you want to get on the boat as fast as possible. And don't just hit your mark of $250,000 if that was your goal, because you want that giant sea wind catamaran because it's 100% $250,000. I don't know how much the catamaran is, okay? I don't know. But my point is, don't just hit your goal and then drop everything and go to the boat, because you will need more money. Because realistically, when you get your boat, you will not be completely ready to set sail, which once again comes in with my video that I already pointed out, that video, the hidden fees. Another thing, guys, I have to say is that if you guys are really serious about this, and a tip that I've only kept for those few who stayed around till the end, is that you guys should consider buying used gear off Facebook Marketplace or eBay, because used gear is always less cheaper than buying the newest gear and the new gear from the actual store itself. And trust me when I say this, most sailors, when they are selling their gear, usually give you a pretty steep discounts because they typically want it just done with. And the same thing happens with boats, because if someone wants to get rid of a boat, realistically, they don't want it sitting on a marina racking up dock fees for them to pay. If you do all this stuff, guys, I have no doubt you guys will be on the water within your desired goal. And trust me when I say this, I am not just spitting lies here. I'm spitting facts. If you don't believe me, watch this video right here. This video is an Adventure Man Dan video, and he explains how he was able to afford his boat within a year. easily. Now, he went super extreme, but I won't go all in on that. I'll let him explain that. That's all I've got for you guys, though. Please subscribe, because help a sailor out. I'm trying to get out on the water, and I'm trying to get my videos out to as many people as possible, because I don't only want to bring myself on the water, I want to bring all you guys on the water. And the only way I can do that is to get these videos out. And I want to show you guys what I'm doing every day, before boat life, during boat life, and on the ocean. So please, guys, subscribe, smash that like button, and leave a comment below telling me the boat you guys want, telling me your goal, when you guys want to get out on the water, and how much preparing to save. Tell me all that, and trust me, you guys will meet your goal if you guys stick to it. I've been sticking with it, and it's only been less than a year. I'm not out on the water yet, but I'm going for it. That's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and watch this video right here, because this video will explain the monthly cost of living on a boat. That's all I've got. Peace.